Gosh, I bet no one's ever started a YouTube video up this close before. Hello, welcome to my horror collection review video, tour review. We're going to be going through all of the amazing things I have, horror-related items. Of course, these are movies, and don't worry, there are horror films in this collection, but these are not them. But anyways, we have a lot of fine-looking things, so why don't we just get right to it? We'll start up here, and we'll look at all the great things that I have signed first. All the great autographs. This was a cool-looking poster that I found on Amazon, and I was like, you know what, that'd be cool if I went to a horror convention, some Monster Paloozas, some Scare-a-Lays here in California, and got some signed. Got it signed by the very first Jason, Ari Lehman, as well as Mr. Kane Hodder himself, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 Xander. Halloween 3, very underrated horror film. Not my favorite of the Halloween franchise, but still very, very, very good. Tom Atkins, Dr. Chalice himself right there. Great leading man of the 80s and other films like The Fog and Escape from New York. The house is October built, signed by the entire cast. You know, I have a picture of me with the entire cast, but I cannot find it anywhere. Where did it go? I do not know. But it's signed by, like, Bobby Rowe, who directed the film, among others, people who starred in it. And these are a couple of autographs that I have otherwise, but they are not horror related, so we won't talk about them. Now, we do have some horror things up here. I'm really trying to go for the monsters of horror. So we got Matthew Lillard, who played Stu in the very first Scream film. I need, what's it called? Oh God, what's his name? The second Ghostface. What's his name? I'm gonna get back to you on that. Nick Castle, the very first Michael Myers, as well as some other people like Tony Moran. That's the name. Herschel Gordon Lewis, the godfather of gore. This was part of a special collection, special edition thing that came in with the Uh-Oh Show DVD. Kind of an underrated horror flick as well. Signed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. Also features a prop from the film. Hey, look at that. Look at that shirt. Hey, look, that's her shirt. Famous, very, very famous Herschel Gordon Lewis blood. A perfect treat for any Herschel Gordon Lewis fans. And, oh, yes. This is a signed Halloween script. A little bit of sun damage at the top there, which I'm not very proud of. If anybody knows how to get rid of paper damage like that, please let me know, but I don't think there's a darn thing I can do about it. Anyways, signed by Jim Winburn, who played Michael Myers falling out of the house in the final moments of the original Halloween film. BJ Souls, Linda. John Michael Graham, Bob. And Charles Sivers, who played Chief Brackett, who is returning to the new film. Very excited for that. One of my prized possessions here, actually. I wish I had a signed Halloween poster like this over here. Like that. My 30 Years of Terror poster, but I just don't have that. And look at that. That's a Halloween theater poster from 2018. Alright, here we go to some of the better horror-related items. If you make your way through this madness, you'll find that I have a little horror shelf back here. Yes, we'll start at the top. Oh no, they've all fallen over. But these are little figures that I like. Some of them came in like mystery boxes. You got Jack Torrance. You got a little Frankenstein there. Freddy Krueger, the little blind boy from Nightmare Before Christmas. Look at this cool-looking Jason mask. My dad found this. And it's way too big to fit on any human head. So it's just kind of a cool thing to look at. It's a little smushed right now. It's not on a proper stand. But it really should be. Denai Guerrera. How do you say her name? Guerrera? Denai Guerrera. Oh, gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. I'm a big fan of yours anyways. Walking Dead, Michonne. Fantastic character. This is signed by, no, not Boris Karloff, sadly. If it was, it wouldn't be laying out here like this. But Sarah Karloff, his daughter. My grandma gave me this. We were at a horror convention, and she gave me that. And she was like, here, I just met Sarah Karloff. Do you want this? And I was like, okay, Grandma. Thank you. But very nice of her to just give that to me. Gabriel Stokes, who plays Father Gabriel. I mean, I'm retarded. Father Gabriel, yes. We have the shark, Pez. Look at all this. Oh, Mr. Riku Browning, who plays the creature, the underwater creature, at least from the original creature from the Black Lagoon. This is one of the very first horror things I ever got from my mom. Actually, one of the first things I've ever gotten in my entire collection. Freddy, all the other classics. At the time, I had only seen Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, and Freddy. I had not seen Hellraiser, Friday, Child's Play, but now I've seen them all. So it kind of was like an adventure going through all the horror films. But she got me that because she really knew I liked Michael and Freddy. Okay, here are some of the films that we got here. I made a giant horror collection video, kind of going through all the films that I had. But I've gotten a lot more horror movies, and I have a lot more. Oh shoot, hold on. I almost forgot about my films that I have over here. I guess there was horror films behind me, as I was mentioning before. These are all my. Gosh, sorry for the lighting here, folks. Not very good lighting. I'm in my garage right now. These are all midnight movies, and if you're a fan of DVD collecting and stuff like I am, then you know that midnight movies are pretty hard to come by. What are some ones we got here? A couple Vincent Price movies, Dracula, Vampire. Picked up the Saw 8 film collection on Blu-ray, which was only like $10 at like Walmart. Pretty good. Evil Places. You know, I got excited for this. I got this for free, and I was like, what? No way. Silent Night, Deadly Night, and then I was like, yeah, wait a second. Silent Night, Deadly Night. And I thought it was, you know, the film from the 80s, but it's a different film. It's from, like, the 70s, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's only 79 minutes, but I don't know. And you can't go wrong with House on Haunted Hill. You know, of course, these films aren't presented in the best quality. It's much better to find a Blu-ray of House on Haunted Hill and whatnot. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially with these giant movie packs, the 50 horror classics. Yeah, not the best quality either. Even though this one does have some good ones on here. Night of the Living Dead, which is, of course, you know, public domain, but still very good. The Bloody Pit of Horror. Bela Lugosi classics, cult classics, a couple of horror movies in there, Hammer Films collection, horror movies mixed in. Okay, so this pile right here, if you're wondering, this is everything I need to watch or rewatch, because these are all like the next films I'm gonna see, and see and review on my Instagram review account, Rice Reviews Official. But yes, but now onto the real horror film section. This is a bunch of horror movies that I have, and I won't go through all of them, so I'm just going to kind of skim through them. I got all of these movies for, well, I made a video called 700 Movies for $30, where I basically bought somebody's entire collection for $30, and I got a lot of horror movies along with them. Some of them bad, some of them good. But I think I'm going to do a collection where I just kind of go through all the movies that I purchased, which is going to take a long time to make, but god dang it, my phone. Okay, now back to these movies. These are my horror Blu-rays. Got some good ones in here. Lighthouse, you know, one of the best new horror movies at least. Scream, Evil Dead, I believe these, yeah, this was a nice little collection I found at, Best Buy, Blu-ray of all this Rob Zombie trilogy. Wasn't too much of a fan of 3 from Hell, but House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, can't go wrong with those. It's hard to put it in one-handed, but let's see if I can do it. Ah, there we go. Scream Queen double feature. Saw that at Walmart, and I was like, what is that? Oh, The Fog and The Howling. I like both of those. That was a good surprise. And the Blood trilogy. Herschel Gordon Lowe's Blood Feast, Color Me Red, 2000 Maniacs. 3 great bloody gory movies if you're looking for a bloody gory time. The infamous Cannibal Holocaust. God, my phone, I'm so sorry about that. We got A Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh yeah, sorry, I tried to show this to my mom. We were looking for movies one night, and she was like, what should we watch? And I was like, Cannibal Holocaust. I just blurted it out loud. She was like, what is that? And I was like, let's just watch it. Probably not a good idea to show this to your mother. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are thinking, what are you thinking? Why did you show that? Why would you watch that with your parents? I don't know. I guess I wanted to see it a second time. Who knows? Nightmare on Elm Street, Arrow, a couple of, I think, underrated horror films in here, like Freaks. A lot of people know this movie. Now they know it. I mean, it went like unnoticed for years and years and years, but it's starting to come back around again. Of course, Lucio Fulci, Zombie. And a little bit down below, we got some action figures. If you're a fan of action figures, don't worry, I got you covered. I got this Texas Chainsaw figure from, I believe, my aunt, my uncle, somebody gave me that. These figures are getting a little bent, which I'm worried about. Not in the best shape or best condition. I really used to really like these reaction figures, but I don't know. They're just okay to me now. Nightmare Before Christmas section and Freaks. I got this Oogie Boogie figure. I was searching for this guy forever, for years and years and years, and I finally got my hands on one. I came in peace. I found it. These Freaks comic books were really cool. I had never seen that before, but I went into this shop. Actually, the same shop where I bought the entire DVD collection. And I was like, whoa, what are these? And they didn't know what the movie was, of course. But so they sold to me for a really good price. Pop figures. I'm kind of sick of pop figures now, to be honest. There's just too many of them. I think it's become oversaturated at this point. Garbage Pail Kids. This is my favorite. There's like a bunch of, cards right here. Ross Fratu, God. Hicks Coco, oh god, it's so funny. Hell Fraser, oh my god, Hellraiser. Ben Head, another Freaks thing. But the best one, of course, is Jerked Joe Bob. Good old Joe Bob Riggs. I really want to pre-order that new Joe Bob shirt from Fright Rags. Got a couple comic books, got a couple, oh yeah, this thing, someone help me out with this. This was a Puppet Master figure that was in a $5 bin at some horror convention. And I was like, oh, Puppet Master's cool. And it's signed by somebody. Signed by 2 people on the back. If someone can identify these signatures and let me know what they are, that'd be much appreciated. Because I got this figure for $5, and it could be worth more. Who knows? Somebody help me find out. And I got some Horror Nights merch, memorabilia. I got some cups from going. Gosh, it's so dark down here. These Beetlejuice figures really falling apart. It's gotten to like that point where the case is like orange now, yellow, because it's just so old. Oh, this was a nice little find. The Exorcist. This one's cool because this is an original copy of The Exorcist by, of course, William Peter Blatty, which later got, William Peter Blatty worked with William Friedkin to make the classic film with Linda Blair and Max von Sydow. But this is an original copy of the book. Original copy, before the movie even came out. Oh god, I am not holding this well. But anyways, fantastic book. I don't really read books too often, but I gotta say, I love that one. And then we got, look at that, Crystal Lake sign. This is a cheap little thing, but it's nice. It's nice, Let's take a look inside the house and go look at some Michael Myers things, because Michael Myers is my favorite horror villain, horror character, maybe even character of all time. And right here, folks, we have my Michael Myers collection. That is right. I have an entire shelf just dedicated to good old Mikey here. This is like that one mask that came out for the new movie. I apologize for that. This homeless man likes to live with us now, so he's just kind of moseying around. These baby doll heads though are not mine. These are made by my sister. Go look her up at ZRice and makeup on Instagram. Look at that, my mask. This one has been used in many movies, and it's like, gosh, it needs to be on a better stand because it's getting like all like crusted up and stuff. Got some more baby heads. Got all these Halloween things. The very first Halloween movie I ever got was this DVD right here. Halloween in orange. I spent like 20 bucks on that DVD for some reason because I was dumb. And I didn't know that you could buy DVDs for way cheaper, especially for a movie like Halloween. But anyways, I got this nice Blu-ray collection there. I wish I had the giant box set like Friday the 13th, but I don't have that one yet. And 30th anniversary set. This one's a little bit hard to come by. I believe it's numbered out of like 12,000. Got a couple of them Halloween VHSs. The soundtrack for Halloween 2 back there on vinyl. This is my mom's Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 3 mask. That's her favorite Halloween movie. Number 3, for some reason. I don't mind number 3. It's just that, you can't beat the classics. Little Mikey Lego figure. I don't know where I got that actually. Pop figure. This is an old one. I got that so long ago. And you got the there's like a nice old Halloween 2018 figure that my dad got me. And wow, look at that. That's me and good old Nick Castle. You got like this, I believe that's a Laserdisc back there for Halloween 2. Rob Zombie mask. We got like this Michael Myers candle that we found. A little Michael Myers doll. And all the sorts of other stuff. Comic books and Fangoria magazines. The still picture. Oh, look at that thing. Yeah, no, that's my Michael Myers stuff. I don't know if this counts as horror, but I got a bunch of Ghostbusters stuff up here. Let's see, look at a little Hot Wheel pop figure, VHS figures, trading cards, Lego sets, little Sonic. God, that Sonic's been through some wars. Well, but this is our room of stuff. Maybe I'll do a room tour video one day. We kind of already did a long time ago, but we need an update. And there's that homeless man. He's living with us. I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do about him. Can't go wrong with The Walking Dead. The compendiums, the big old compendiums I got. These are like all my movie books. I like to get inspiration from other books about films. I don't read too many stories like, Harry Potter or Twilight or Lord of the Rings or any of that stuff. But I like reading about the films, the stories behind the films. Horror films. Horror movies. I got another good one over here. Hold on. The Art of Horror Movies. Now, my mom gave this to me for Christmas, I believe. And this has got to be one of, if not my favorite book I have right now. Gosh, there is just so much horror art and so many fantastic pieces of, horror history that they talk about in here. They go through the years and the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and all the way back to the fantastic early days, of Vincent Price and Lon Chaney Jr., Man of 1,000 Faces. So many great horror films throughout the years. And even the artwork. The artwork is what sells the film, I think, especially horror films. Because if you got a great looking poster, it could be an average movie, but if you have a great looking poster, like one of these right here, House of Frankenstein. I was gonna say House of Frankenstein's not that great, but I actually really like House of Frankenstein. I don't know. I'm looking for an example of a great poster but an average movie. God. But you know what I'm talking about. The poster for House on Haunted Hill is, I think the poster is even better than the movie, to be honest, because that's what really drove me to watch the movie in the first place. I saw, the giant house and the spooky skeleton and stuff like that. But anyways, great book. Go check that out. The Art of Horror Movies. And I think we're going to leave it off right there. That's pretty much it. I don't have too much to say about anything else in my collection, but horror related. I feel like I'm missing on something big. Like a big thing of horror that I, forgot about. But anyways, my collection's still growing. This is the very first time I've ever posted about my horror stuff. So it's gonna get even bigger because horror, as you know, is the best genre in the world. And I've made a couple of horror movies that I've made with some friends and some family, and I'll link that somewhere in the video. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Oh, and one last thing. Every October we do something called Spooky Month, where we post videos related to Halloween the month of October. Spookiness, ghouls, and frights. And so this October, it's going to be just the same. Look for Spooky Month on our channel. And make sure you're subscribed to get notified of that. It felt weird saying subscribe. I never say that in a meaningful way, but subscribe, and I'll see you all later. 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Goodbye, Magnesites.